Welcome back to another game review from Delusional Falcons fan, which is me, Jack. And today we are unfortunately talking about the Chiefs game last night. Sunday night in Atlanta, fun atmosphere, fun game. I would say it was honestly the games this week, not great. So honestly, this one definitely up there for best games of the week. But unfortunately, this is my first time covering an Atlanta Falcons loss. But I'm not too upset. It's the Kansas City Chiefs, but we'll get right into this. All right, so we'll start with offense. I thought the offense looked pretty good. The run game, it wasn't great, but Bijan was pretty inefficient, but Tyler Algier had a good game, and all our playmakers got involved, which I love from Zach Robinson. Kirk Cousins, I thought he had a pretty good game. He's looking better, I would say, though. Sometimes it does look like he is still, like, he's kind of scared to move and bounce a little bit, you know what I'm saying, because of the Achilles. But as we get further along into our schedule, I don't think these things will be an issue. I feel like he'll be more comfortable, he'll be healthier, and honestly, this was probably the hardest part of our schedule right here. These 3 stretches of games, 4 stretches of games, 5 stretches of games that we're about to be into, and then after that, I feel like the Falcons can get a lot of wins and must-needed wins. So offense, I would say 6-7. Just because Dahlman and McGarry did get hurt, which were key losses. And you could obviously see that on the last drive and in the run game. We just could not run the ball efficiently, which the Kansas City Chiefs do have a very good run defense. So I won't criticize too hard. But also the protection. You could see the protection the last couple of drives. Kirk Cousins, they were getting home quicker, and you could see Kirk Cousins when he threw the pick, he got his hand hit, but I'm not gonna blame that pick on Kirk. So overall, I'll say Bijan had a good, I think Bijan could have had a better game, but obviously, like, he was a little inefficient, but he still had a touchdown. He was getting a lot of touches, so I'll give Bijan, he had a pretty good game. Algier had a good game. Drake London and Mooney had really good games. I want to see Kyle Pitts get more involved. I feel like we could, schematically, Zach Robinson could do a lot of fun things with Kyle Pitts that we still haven't really leaned into yet. And then Kirk Cousins, I feel like he had a pretty good game. Now defense had a pretty good game, I think. The run defense looked good. Well, not good. The run defense still needs some improvement, but to be fair, the Chiefs O-line is very good at run blocking. Their interior 3 O-linemen, they do their thing. So I won't criticize too hard. They were missing Pacheco, so maybe the run game wasn't as efficient because Pacheco wasn't there, but I don't know. Sometimes the Falcons made some key plays in the run game, and I love to see that, especially moving forward as Grady Jarrett and Matthew Judon get more healthy. And just as we grow with Raheem Morris and all the other coordinators and new coaches that came along. So run defense did look like it improved. I would still like to see more improvement, though. Can't just be giving them yards all the time. I will say, though, pass rush needs to still improve. We're not really good. We've never been good at getting sacks since Vic Beasley led the league in sacks. After that, it's been tough struggles. But hopefully as Matthew Judon, Grady Jarrett get more healthy, get the rookies more involved, we'll see some more pressure, some more sacks, because that's something that needs to be needed. So defense, I'll get into my favorite part of the game because that is also part of the defense. But defense had probably like a 7 or 8. They made some good goal line stops, some good red zone stops, and we had really good red zone defense, I think.
Hey, rise up. Hey, what you know about them Falcons, bro?
My favorite part of the game? The coverage. We got a pick off Patrick Mahomes, Justin Simmons, Mike Hughes, AJ Terrell, Jesse Bates. They all did their thing in coverage. I would say there was a lot of receptions, like some short receptions, but the coverage overall was really good. We had some great plays. The Kansas City Chiefs cooked up some good schemes when they, like Juju Smith-Schuster, when he scored. There was a rub route pick, whatever. Just unfortunate. But I would say coverage was really good. That was my favorite part of the game for sure. This is a different jersey from what I wore last time. I got it this week. Hello? Who is that? Oh my God. We will now talk about the referees. See, as a fan, I watched the entire game. I will say, the refs, They done all right. You know, we did kind of get some bogus calls for Atlanta. Not bogus, but like interesting calls for Atlanta on that final drive. So I won't complain too much, but you gotta throw the pass interference penalty. It's like you have to. Like the guy, he was not making a play on the ball. His arms are around Kyle Pitts. He's stopping Kyle Pitts' arm. Like, you gotta throw the penalty flag. And unfortunately for the Chiefs, it looks like this is like a every game thing with the Chiefs, that they're gonna get on kind of like calls that go their way, and it just seems like the refs always side with the Chiefs. And I'm not gonna say that the refs were siding with the Chiefs, because that's like unfair. We lost the game. We should have won it in multiple aspects, but you gotta throw the flag on the pass interference, which probably would have changed the game. I'm not saying we would have won, but we probably would have scored. So the refs, you gotta throw that flag. That's my takeaway. Yeah, it just seems like sometimes the Chiefs get kind of bailed out. I'm not gonna complain too much though, but that's my thoughts. Next week, the Atlanta Falcons play the New Orleans Saints. 1 p.m. home game, typical game, you know what I'm saying, division rivalry. The Saints have looked pretty good, but they kind of fell off last week. They had an interesting game against the Eagles. So I'm feeling optimistic. I feel like the Falcons could definitely walk away with this win. We need this to boost morale after a game like that. Tough loss, but I'm not gonna put it too much against this. It is the two-time champions, so we're gonna see. And hopefully the Falcons get away with a win for the A in the A, and I think we will. I think the Falcons will get it done. So I'll see you guys next week after the Saints-Falcons game. Go Dirty Birds.